Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I want to talk about budget and how you could allocate your overall monthly income. What is a budget? A budget is a financial plan that outlines an individual's or organization's projected income and expenses over a specific period, often a month, quarter, or a year. It's a crucial tool for managing finances, setting financial goals, and making informed decisions about spending and savings. Budgeting involves estimating the amount of money that you will be earning or receiving during the budget period and allocating those funds to various categories and expenses, such as housing, food, transportation, entertainment, savings, and more. Primary purpose of creating and following a budget includes financial planning. A budget helps individuals and organizations to plan how they will be using their money to cover both necessities and discretionary spending. Expenses control. By creating and tracking expenses, a budget allows for better control over spending habits and preventing overspending. Goal setting. Budget can help set and achieve financial goals, such as saving for a vacation, paying off debts, or building an emergency fund. Savings and investments. A budget can allow a portion of income for savings or investments, fostering long-term financial security. Decision making. With a budget in place, informed decisions can be made about where to make particular purchase or investment. Debt management. A budget can be used to create strategies for paying down debt and avoiding accumulated or new debts where you need to borrow money. That's overall what a budget can be used for. Uh, Budgeting typically involves two main components. Income. This includes all sources of money coming in to individual or organizations' finances, such as salary, business revenues, rental income, investments, and more. And expenses. Expenses encompass all the money that is spent, dividend into various categories like fixed expenses, rent or mortgages, payments, insurance, premiums, variable expenses, including groceries, utilities, discretionary expenses, entertainment, dining out, and savings. Creating a budget often starts with estimating expenses, income, and the allocating of the income for different expenses categories based on priorities and needs. Overall, that summarize what the budget is. You can find more information about a budget and how you create one in the book that I have published. The book is on my company's website, as well as you can find it in the different retailers. If you will look it online, you will find it. Yeah, it's a great book. Within the book, I'm talking about finances, how to manage your finances, how to better understand finances. Best place to start is understanding dictionary and different terms when it comes to finances and how to think about saving, investing, and all that good stuff. Overall, in the book, I'm using an example of 70, 10, 10, 10 budget. You can find the book in the description. Yeah, for everyone who is interested, reach out to me. I'll send you signed copy of the book. Uh, with regards to 70, 10, 10, 10 budget and how it works, that's just an example. Feel free to begin with that and perhaps adjust it accordingly to what you believe might work better for you, but you need to start somewhere to have more structure when it comes to managing your finances or an overall achieving your long-term goals, financial goals when it comes to your future and understanding how money works. 70% potentially can be used for allocating for essential expenses like housing, utilities, transportation, groceries, and other necessities. That's 70% of overall 100% that comes in every month. To can come from different sources, but let's say you have salary, monthly salary, so 100% of money that comes in, 7%, according to this budget, should be allocated to cover all expenses needed. 10% is allocated for savings and investments or building your financial future. 10% of overall, if it's 10,000, right? So 1,000 should be allocated for investment. That's where you could begin. From there, 10%, another 10% might be for discretionary spending, such as entertainment, dining out, hobbies, and non-essential purchases. So another 1,000 out of the 10,000 should be allocated for that. That's rough numbers, so it would be easier for you to understand what I'm talking about. So 1,000 should be allocated for those things, for entertainment, perhaps holiday that you're saving for. That's how you can manage a budget if you don't have nothing right now. That's where the money can come from. Another 10% could be set aside for charitable giving or another purposes, depending on your personal values and goals. There's a lot of people who are always in need, and the best place to start based on the history is start when the numbers are small. It's one way to look at it. Then if you would start caring about your income and how you're making money, your education and all those things, gradually, hopefully, you will start making more money, and then numbers will get big. Then it's gonna get only harder to give away your money, but either way, that's the gist of it. So start when the numbers are small, and perhaps 10% could be how much and what courses you should allocate that funds to. That's a starting point and how you can think about money and how you can allocate money. I want to highlight the fact why having a budget is so important, and there are key bullet points that I would like to touch on. For example, financial control, one of the reasons why having a budget is so important. So you have more control over your finances and your own understanding where the money is coming from, where it's going to. So that's overall I would say having that control over your finances is one of the key reasons when you are thinking that you really need those shoes and when you're gonna buy those new shoes, and how much money you should really spend on those shoes. One of those areas, spending awareness. Budgeting focuses you to be conscious when you're making those decisions and spending and how much money you're spending on those kind of things, and when you should spend that money. Are you emotionally driven, or are you more perhaps going with the flow, with your feelings, with the holiday season? Having that control measures, that would be a good place to start. Goal setting, having financial goals, not necessarily your personal goals, but having financial goals in place of where you see yourself, or what kind of car you should be driving, what kind of house you should be living, those kind of things. So what kind of job you should have, how much income you should bring home after long days of work, those kind of things. Debt management, you should always pay off your debt, especially if you have a high interest debt. Emergency preparedness. So in case of emergency, you should have that fund, and you should have some money allocated, set it to the side, just in case of emergency. If you need new tires or for your car, anything might happen, right? Savings and investment, you should think about your retirement. I know that a lot of people perhaps are more clean to think about it later, but you should start thinking about that as fast as you can, I guess, about retirement and how you managing your finance, what you're doing with your money. That would overall help you reducing stress and make you be more conscious about decisions that you make and how you and why you're making those decisions. That's overall decision making. Awareness of overspending. If you made those mistakes, especially if you are younger, you made some money. Or how did you bought an expensive chain, expensive car? How much you paid for those car oil change and all those things? Everyone made those mistakes. People should learn from those mistakes and perhaps have necessary tools to make sure those mistakes won't happen again. Improve relationship and financial freedom. Yeah, so it's something I mentioned already. Those kind of measures that everyone should take, I guess, and that's one of the main reasons of having a budget. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.